Rishi Sunak's wife has shares in her family's tech firm that are worth £430 million, making her one of Britain's wealthiest women, it has been revealed. Akshata Murty and her relatives hold a multi-million-pound portfolio of shareholdings which have come to light amid questions over the Chancellor, who met his future wife while studying at Stanford University, California, failing to declare them in the Register of Ministers' interests. The assets make Indian-born Akshata richer than the Queen, who is estimated to be worth £350 million, according to the Sunday Times Rich List. She is the daughter of one of the richest men in India, billionaire N.R. Narayana Murty, who has been described as the father of the Indian IT sector and one of the 12 greatest businessmen of all time. Sunak is the son of a GP father and pharmacist mother who emigrated to Southampton from East Africa in the 1960s, and he studied at Oxford University before winning a Fulbright scholarship to Stanford where the future husband and wife met. The latest revelation comes after Sunak faced demands to reveal details of his financial interests last month. After it emerged, he set up a blind trust when he was made Chief Secretary to the Treasury in July last year. But, critics said there was still risk of conflict as Sunak, reputed to be the richest MP, is aware what he put into the trust. Sunak's wife is the daughter of an entrepreneur in India, co-founding technology company Infosys, in which she owns 0.91% shares, totaling £430 million. Her family also have a joint venture with Amazon worth £900 million a year and shares in the firm running Jamie Oliver's Jamie's Italian and burger chain Wendy's in India. Before becoming Chancellor, Sunak was better known in India than he was in Britain, after he became a household name when he married Akshata, the daughter of a self-made billionaire. Akshata's father is the 51st richest man in India and ranks at 1,135 in the world's billionaire list, according to Forbes. The father, of two from Bangalore, India, graduated with a science master's degree from the Indian Institute of Technology before becoming the co-founder and chairman of Infosys. He spent 30 years at the company before resigning in 2011, coming back in 2013 to pass the management to a CEO in 2014. The tech giant was worth around £2 billion when Southampton-born Sunak traveled on a Fulbright scholarship to Stanford University in California, where he met his future wife after taking philosophy, politics and economics at Oxford. It is today valued at around £33.3 billion, with Mr. Murphy's real-time net worth estimated at around £2.3 billion, $3.1 billion, at the time of writing. According to his company profile, Mr. Murty, whose wife, Sudha, works as an author, is currently on the boards of Ford Foundation, the Institute for Advanced Study in New Jersey and the United Nations Foundation. He has also served on the boards of Cornell University, Wharton School, the Graduate School of Business at Stanford University and the Rhodes Trust at Oxford, alongside Yale University's International Advisory Board. On its website, Infosys says that Mr. Murty introduced the concept of the 24-hour workday to the world. It states, Mr. Murty conceptualized, articulated and implemented the Global Delivery Model, GDM, which has become the backbone of the Indian software industry. GDM is based on collaborative distributed software development principles and has resulted in the delivery of superior quality software to global customers delivered on time and within budget. Mr. Murty also introduced the concept of the 24-hour workday to the world. Under Mr. Murty's leadership, Infosys became the leader in innovation in technical, managerial and leadership training, software technology, quality, productivity, customer focus, employee satisfaction, and physical and technological infrastructure. Sunak and Akshata married in 2009 in her home city of Bangalore in a two-day ceremony attended by 1,000 guests. Before entering politics, Mr. Sunak, who is now a multi-millionaire in his own right, studied at the £42,000 per year Winchester College and later at Oxford University. During his time in business, he worked in California, India and Britain for various investment firms including Goldman Sachs. He later set up his own business, the Leam Partners, in 2010 with an initial fund of £536 million. While building the hedge fund he spent a couple of days doing voluntary work for the Conservatives, which was when he decided he would like to go into politics full-time. Speaking about his decision to go into politics, he once explained, "It was my parents who motivated me, but not in a political way. My dad was a GP, my mum a pharmacist, and I grew up working in their surgery. In the pharmacy, delivering medicines to people who couldn't pick them up. People would always stop and talk to me about my mum and dad, saying, 'Oh, you're a Mrs. Sunak's son, Dr. Sunak's son.' And then they'd have some story about how my parents had helped them, or their parents, or children, and I thought that was amazing. They had done the same job in the same place for 30 years, and it was clear that they as individuals were able to have an amazing impact on the community around us, and that I found pretty inspiring. And that was my motivation for becoming an MP. Every year Sunak and his wife throw a summer garden party for local villagers at their magnificent Georgian £1.5 million manor house in Kirby Sigston, just outside Northallerton, Yorkshire, leading to him being dubbed the Maharaj of the Dales. Sir Alistair Graham, a former chairman of the Committee on Standards and Public Life, said the Chancellor appeared to have taken the most minimalist approach possible to divulging information. He told The Guardian, "Perhaps Rishi Sunak should carefully read the 7 principles of public life to make sure he is fulfilling the 2 principles of honesty and leadership." But a Treasury spokesman said Mr. Sunak had followed the Ministerial Code to the letter in his declaration of interests. It follows Mr. Sunak facing demands to reveal details of his financial interests last month, after it emerged he set up a blind trust on becoming a minister. The Chancellor deployed the arrangement, meaning that he does not know how his assets are being invested, when he was made Chief Secretary to the Treasury in July last year. But critics said there was still risk of conflict as Mr. Sunak, reputed to be the richest MP, is aware what he put into the trust. It also means he does not have to disclose fuller details of his investment portfolio. The presence of the trust was revealed in the latest register of ministerial interests. It came as other official documents revealed that he did not take his salary for 5 months when he joined the Treasury last year. He waived the £34,000 top-up to his MP's salary until just before Christmas. Theresa May also attracted controversy, as she made a similar move when she became Prime Minister in 2016. And in the mid-1990s the Tories attacked Tony Blair as it emerged he used a blind trust, when leader of the opposition, to fund his office. Former Standards czar Sir Alex Allan, who quit his role last week after Boris Johnson overruled his conclusion that the Home Secretary Priti Patel breached the Ministerial Code, is said to have signed off on Sunak's disclosures.